How's it going, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets. I'm here with my partner Reoz, bringing you guys some more NBA player props over here on Prize Picks. So it's NBA playoffs. It's been a really exciting NBA playoff so far. Just a two-game slate, but we're starting the second round over here for the Eastern side of things with Boston and Philly, and then we got Game 2 for this really exciting Denver and Phoenix series. That seems like it's going to be a long series. Cannot wait to see what goes on there. So playoffs have been great. We've been doing pretty good on the player props, not only here on YouTube, but over on the Patreon as well. And we'll get to that in a minute. But over here on Prize Picks, they did a free square today for Steph Curry. He needed 1 point to hit his player prop. He ended up going for 50. So they do cool promotions like that all the time. And not only can you just do NBA, but you can mix and match with some MLB player props. NHL's in the playoffs as well. Mix and match with that if you're into Valorant, CSGO, some tennis, cricket for that matter. You can do all that stuff. You can mix and match over here on Prize Picks. Chance to win 25 extra money. Really cool promotion they're doing right now. They're also taking one entry each day from someone in the playoffs to put them in a pool for a chance to win $1 million. So if you follow their Twitter, if you put in an entry, they're drawing a random name out of a hat. You could be that guy who gets a chance to win $1 million if you hit a 6-pick flex play. So they're really cool things, really exciting things that they do over here on Prize Picks. They're super interactive with the community. And if you want to sign up, use promo code UPSTATE. It helps us out a ton. Riaz, tell me about the Patreon before we get to the picks.
If you want to check out the Patreon, it's going to be linked in the description below. $15 a month. I recommend checking it out. We give out a ton of player props, not only for NBA, but also MLB, Monday through Sunday. We do not miss a day. We're giving you a ton of value over there for $15 a month, $15 a month for getting 2 or 3 plays every single day. It's highly worth it. For MLB, we're going to be doing it every single day, the early games and the main slate, and then for the NBA, we're going to be bringing you every single game, all the way up until the season ends. So check it out. $15 a month, linked in the description below, and you can also find it at patreon.com/upstate.
And let's dive right into the picks, man. I'm going to go with someone in the points category. That's usually my main category here. I've found a lot of success through the course of the playoffs over here, and that's going to be Jamal Murray, over 24.5 points. A guy I went to pretty often. Had those two games in the Minnesota series that was a little lackluster, but they handled the Suns well in that first game. About a 20-point win in that first game. And I don't, the first game is hard to dictate how the series is going to go, but playoff Jamal is a real thing. This is a team that can beat Phoenix. I know a lot of people are picking Phoenix in this series, but if Denver comes out and goes up 2-0, it's going to be hard to come back from, and they know this is a big game. They got to take care of home court, and Jamal Murray starts with him, man. He really is the initiator in this offense. If he gets going early, it makes it so much easier for a guy like Jokic, to get one-on-one matchups going to the basket, because it's hard. With a guy like Jamal, if he gets hot, you're going to have to double him because he's going out there. He can give you 40, and we've seen in the bubble he's had, 45, 50 pieces in the bubble. He's that type of player. Obviously dealt with some injuries, but he's back into full form now, and I really like the way he's been playing. 13 for 24 in the first matchup, 6 for 10 from deep for a total of 34 points. He can get to the line as well, not as much as you would like, only two attempts from the line, but he can get there. Hopefully we see a lot more attempts from the line, but I feel like this line was going to be at like 27.5 when I first looked at it. Sitting here at 24, I think it's just too much value to pass up, and Jamal's going to be my guy here.
Definitely love that, coming off a really great game. And if you're on social media, you saw everybody saying Bubble Murray's back. I mean, he looked incredible. Definitely the performances he's going to need in this series. And we know he's a guy like Bradley Beal that once he catches fire, it's really hard to put him out. So I really love that pick. I'm going to jump over to points and rebounds with Tobias Harris. Definitely somebody who is thriving. Embiid is out, so it's been a while since they played. They were the first team to make it out of the first round. They haven't played since April 22nd. I think it was some much needed rest to really make sure they were ready to go in this tough series against Boston. They haven't really played that well against Boston this year. Obviously, Boston has been one of the best teams in the NBA throughout the whole entire season, but I think this line is too good at 24.5. He had an unbelievable game in Game 4 against the Nets, going for 25 points and 12 rebounds. Definitely something we could see here in this game. Obviously, he's got to deal with Al Horford. He's got to deal with Robert Williams. But I think the presence of him knocking down some threes, getting active, grabbing the rebounds is something that I think is going to continue with Embiid being out. We don't get to really see this side of Tobias Harris. When Embiid's on the court, he is just commanding down low. So I think with Embiid out, it stretches the floor. They go into a smaller lineup. Obviously, Reed is a great center, not as good as Embiid, but they're going to need the scoring. They're going to need the rebounds out of him. Love this line. Love Tobias Harris over 24.5 points and rebounds.
And he's going to be the guy that needs to step up. I mean, he's getting paid big money. You can see a guy like Maxey who's a little bit streaky. He can have a big game, but we know his floor is a little low. We expect a decent game out of Harden, but we know we've seen stinkers from him in the past. We expect him to be the playmaker that he is. However, with the points, they may come, they may not. But Harris is he's a guy that can be very steady, and I like the way he's been shooting the ball lately. And if he can just stay hot and shoot the ball like he can, and obviously can go down there and grab rebounds, he's a long dude. If he can go out there and get you 8-9 rebounds here, that would be absolutely amazing. He's in the opportunity to do so. They're double-digit dogs here going on the road. Obviously without Embiid, it's not likely, but I still like the way they're constructed right now. I feel like that they can have a chance with Harris if he does get hot. So Harris over there at 24.5. Both lines are at 24.5. Jamal's just at points. Harris at points and rebounds. So really good lines here. Punch it in for a 2-pick power if you would like. If there's any players on the board we didn't talk about, drop a comment down below. Get that comment section rolling. We tend not to get a lot of comments on the videos, but we like the interaction. We'll always talk about some player props down there in the comment section below. Please drop a like on the video. Share it with your friends. Let's win some money. Peace out.